Alright guys, me Sonic the Hedgehog. And yeah, we're pretty much gonna talk about uh like something we're gonna talk about something new. And it's about like the rewrite for Sonic X Shadow Generations. And yeah, I pretty much got Shadow here. So yeah, pretty much got a faker here. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. And but yeah, I'm pretty much here to like talk about the rewrite for Sonic X Shadow Generations. And if you guys haven't happen to know, Broman 2.0 actually showed actually pretty much made a video on this. And yeah, he pretty much made a video on it. So yeah. Yeah. But look, we're about to go ahead and talk about some things, and we're about to go ahead and answer some questions that's from the video. Actually going to reply to some to some certain things regarding the video, which are like pretty much the comments. So we're gonna reply to the comments, and yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, all right. So yeah, by the title of the video, it's pretty much called I disagree with JDF 20. Sega needs to stop censoring remasters of old Sonic games. Which I can totally agree with that. I can pretty much agree with that. You know? Alright. So. Yeah. We're about to go ahead and answer some questions. Now, the first question is pretty much by Kawabanga, basically. And yeah, so not the first question, but the first answer. The first comment. Well, not the first comment, but the latest comment. Let me go to like the top. Okay, yeah, the first comment is here. So it says right here. It was pretty much by Swag Mushroom 745. And he pretty much says, what was so wrong with Sonic pushing Amy's face? Yeah, and yeah, apparently, from what I've noticed, from what I'm guessing, because Broman 2.0 actually told me this, he said that probably the reason as to why they did that is because I think they probably seen it as like toxic masculinity. That's probably why they thought that I couldn't push on Amy's face anymore. And I don't even get as to why they're even doing this, because this is in the past, right? You guys know that like I've changed over time. We can see in Sonic Frontiers, I've changed. I hang around Amy more. Like, I literally hang around Amy more. For you guys that didn't know that, but yeah, I actually hang around Amy more. So, yeah, I don't get as to why, you know, they changed that. I mean, it's the past. Why change the past when I'm better now? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't get as to why they did that. I feel like I feel like they just didn't want a male hedgehog pushing a female hedgehog's face back, so they probably just like changed it. I think that's the reason as to why they changed the way I, did that to Amy. And now looking back on that, I was pretty much wrong for doing that, but at the same time, it's the past. I mean, I'm a better person now. I mean, you guys know. I mean, look at Sonic Frontiers. I've gotten better. You know? I care about Amy. No, I didn't say me and her are dating or anything. Well, look. All I'm saying is that I've gotten better now, right? And why change the past? I don't get it. I feel like the Sonic fans that complain about that, I feel like are like they don't really appreciate me. They holding me accountable for something that I did in the past. Right? I feel like that's what they're doing. For the fans who used to get mad at that. But it's like I'm a better person now, right? In Sonic Frontiers, Amy was in like the hologram state and she tried to touch like the flowers and stuff, and I walked up to her and told her that like, hey, look, I'm gonna get you out of this. But I appreciate Amy more now. More than I ever have. A lot of people want us to be together, and that's fine. I mean, Sega is probably not gonna let it happen. I mean, but, you know, like, it's just, I don't know. But yeah. Alright. So, uh, now the other question, the other comment that was on the video was titled, yeah, yeah, the other, question, not the other question, but the other comment that was by, Cowabunga. Shout outs to you. Yeah, right? He pretty much said that, Sonic pushing Amy away, trying to avoid getting kissed and hugged by a girl makes him look like addict. Uh, 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 I don't know. Oh, he was basically saying the D word. Basically looking like a, you know what I mean, but yeah. I'm glad they both respect each other now. Also, the worst part in the game isn't the visual changes that they made to the cutscenes. It's the characters' new voice actors. They sound terrible now. I I kind of agree with you, but I kind of don't, because now looking back on it, because I'm you know what you're seeing in Sonic X Shadow Generations is not what's currently going on in Sonic. So yeah, it's kind of well, Shadow, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? You know what? You want to know what I think about this? Yeah, I want to know what you think. I think this is some bull crap. Shadow, wait, hold on now. No. No. Alright. Alright, listen. Sega, I'm gonna give you one more time to mess this up again. And I will come to Sega Corporations and get my gun and blow your... Wait, hold on, Shadow. Wait, hold on, we can't do that. No. No. I don't want to hear no, Shadow, we can't do that. No. Alright? This is really making me mad now. Alright? Sega, you have the audacity to go back in the past and change something. Alright? Oh, you thought, oh, since Shadow has a story now in Sonic Generations, that I was gonna be all happy. No! Sega, you messed up big time. You thought that was just gonna make me happy because I got a story in Generations and I wasn't gonna say anything? You got me messed up. Alright? Sega, you messed up big time. You messed up big time. And if I catch you guys messing with the tampering with our past again, I'm going to chaos control and teleport over there, and I'm going to do a chaos spear and disintegrate you guys. Listen, Shadow, come on. We can't do that. Alright? Whatever. Go ahead and review the comments. This is pissing me off. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Shadow, he's gotten out of hand. You know, he's mad. Listen. Like I was saying, Cowabunga, I get what you were saying. You know, when you said, you know, it's the voice direction, like the voice acting. But a lot of the voice actors come from the original like game. Like Roger Craig Smith is like from the original game. Now the only voice actors I could see you having a problem with is the guy, I don't know what his name is. He's the guy that voices that currently voices Knuckles. I really don't. I mean, you gotta ask Knuckles. I really don't know. I mean, I only check out my own voice actors most of the time. And Tails is in Amy's. Sometimes I don't really check for like Knuckles' voice actor. I think his name is TG something. It got something to do with like a number or like letters or something. It's like not forming like a name. It's TG something. I think he's a rapper if I'm not mistaken. I think he's a musician. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's a musician, the guy who voices Knuckles currently. So yeah, I think he's a rapper or a rock musician. He's one of those because yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. So look, all I'm saying is that um gosh no, I must be mistaking him from for the guy who voices Knuckles in Sonic Prime. Wait, didn't the guy who voiced Knuckles in Sonic Prime voice him in Sonic Frontiers? Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm Sonic, I should know this, but I mean, you know, sometimes I forget stuff. I mean, a hedgehog can only keep up with like so many voice actors. But look, yeah, like I get what you're saying, Cowabunga, but the more the story is that, you know, how should I put this? The more the more the story is that it's not just like the voice direction. Like the cutscenes in general are the problem. Like, why would they change me holding back Amy's face with me holding like some cupcakes out to her? As a matter of fact, I checked the scene and I wasn't even the one that was holding the cupcakes. It was Amy. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you gotta like go back and pay attention to the scene. It was actually Amy that was holding the cupcakes. So really, it defeats the purpose of like the rewrite, because later on in like the same exact remaster, They have it where Amy doesn't flirt with me, but she flirts with my past self. Right? It's kind of weird. I don't know if you guys seen it, but like if you go back and like watch like stuff on YouTube, she doesn't flirt with me, but she flirts with my past self. So is Sega trying to say that like, oh, Amy used to like Sonic, but now she doesn't? It's like Amy has always liked me. Even in Frontier, she likes me. I mean, she's not obsessive over me as like she used to, but I mean, the moral of the story is that she likes me. Now, she's not as obsessive as like I said, like she used to, but you don't go back in the past and change something. That's the main problem that I have. Is like you going back is like Sega is going back in the past and changing something. Like I feel like my past was perfectly well done. And yes, it had like some flaws here and there. And yes, some type of voice direction wasn't right, especially in the Ryan Drummond era. Like it was some errors and stuff that was left in there that I feel like they need to improve on. That I feel like that they could have improved on during the time. But it's like my past should just stay the past. Just like make a new Sonic game if that's the thing. If they want to like tamper with the story, just make a new Sonic game that takes place like after Frontiers. I mean, well, technically we got a game that's called Sonic Dream Team. So I mean, technically that game came out after Sonic Frontiers. So I mean, you could say that like that's like the newest Sonic game that we have. You know, because we got like two Sonic games around the same time: Sonic Dream Team and Sonic Frontiers. So yeah, I get as to like why they're trying to mess with my past and try to make it better, but it's like my past is what made me to where I am today. Why temper with my past? It's weird. I don't know. I feel like that's not cool. I really feel like that's not cool. I don't know. And yeah, the only thing that I will give Sega for like is the fact that like they made like an actual story mode for Shadow, because in the original game for Sonic Generations, Shadow didn't have a story. You guys gotta understand, Shadow did not have a story. So the whole Shadow story is like excellent. It's awesome. You know, I think it's cool. I think it's cool the fact that they gave Shadow a story, so we can know what happened around the time when Shadow was like, you know, during the events of like Generations. We finally know what happens to Shadow like during Generations. Because all we knew in the original, Shadow only appeared in like the final scene. Yeah, and that's when I had said, "You got this, Sonic." And yeah, that's all I had said. Yeah. So the story for Shadow is it, I feel like nobody shouldn't complain with that. But the complaining about the actual story of my story that pretty much got rewrote, yes, it's a problem. As a matter of fact, and you're right about like the voices. The voices do sound somewhat worse. Like I feel like Roger Craig Smith sounds somewhat better in the original than what he does in like the rewrite. I feel like Sonic Roger Craig Smith's voice now, like the voice that he currently has now, it fits what is it? It fits how should I put this? I feel like what he's currently like what his voice currently sounds like, it fits what Sonic currently sounds like. It doesn't fit for like a generation rewrite. I feel like if you wanted to do a generation rewrite, they should have thought about this back in 2011. I feel like it's too late for this now to like rewrite the story for like Sonic Generations. I feel like that's kind of weird for them to like, you know, rewrite this. And it's like now I look around in my universe, stuff is changing that shouldn't even be there. because of like what they did to like the Sonic X Shadow generations with my main story. Not with Shadow's story, but with my main story, the little tweaks and stuff. It changes a little. It changed a little bit of stuff. I actually went outside of my house. Yes, I have a house. They don't ever show it in the game, but I actually went outside of my house with Tails. Well, it's actually not my house. It's actually Tails' shack. I went outside with Tails' shack, right? I walked around. Stuff started changing that shouldn't even be there. All because Sega is doing this. So, yeah. I mean, I even walked up to Amy, and Amy doesn't even notice me. Like, she notices me, but, like, not like how she was in Frontiers. It's like, something is going on. I don't know what Sega is doing, but I feel like if they're gonna keep doing remasters, don't tamper with the story. Just leave it the way it is. Because if you do, it's gonna mess up my universe, and it's gonna change stuff that's currently going on in the present. When you change the past, it affects your present. I mean, we all know this. I mean, we watch enough anime and cartoon shows to know that, like, if you go in the past, it tampers with the present. And it changes, like, how stuff vibes with the present. Right? So the way everything flowed before, like, this little remaster, everything was good, actually. It was actually way more better. Now, since people see that Amy was just looking at a bunch of cupcakes and wasn't trying to hug me, now it's gonna question people like, has Amy ever liked Sonic? I mean, she still does. I mean, but like, still, if they keep tampering with the past, it's gonna mess up, and I don't want that. Like I said, I respect Amy now more than anything. As a matter of fact, I was actually hanging with Amy the other day. It was just me and Amy alone. And no, we weren't on a date. We weren't on a date. Alright? You can say that again. Shut up, Faker. Alright, what's going on between you and Rouge? Look. Alright, look, listen. Alright, don't worry about me and Rouge. As a matter of fact, I don't even like Rouge in that type of way. That's Knuckles' thing. Huh, whatever. Look, listen. All I'm saying is, guys, is that I really want Sega to stop this. And yeah. Now the little dialogue changes where like I reply to like people when like they come back from like you know, like when the little cutscenes where I pretty much save you know, Tails and everyone, and basically like they come back like out of like this white foam, they come back and then they thank me. I like the fact that they actually made it to where I respond to them. Remember in the original, I didn't even respond. I would just stand there like a little idol, like a little NPC. I didn't really say anything. But the thing that I did not understand, right? And actually Cowabunga actually talks about this. The thing that I did not understand is the fact that they changed his Knuckles' line where he asked Classic Me, "Hey, look, did you gain weight?" And he pats his belly. He changed that to, "Oh, like, where's my island?" And like Classic Me pats his belly. That's how it is in a remaster. It's like it doesn't make sense. The whole point of him patting his belly was because Knuckles originally asked him, "Hey, did you gain weight?" And now it looks all weird because he's asking about an island. I mean, even Cowabunga made a joke saying that like, "Oh, you know, I guess the reason why Classic Sonic pat his belly when Knuckles asked him where's his island is because Classic Me ate the whole island," which that's what it looks like. It looks like they're assuming that. And I know for a fact I cannot eat a whole island. You guys know for a fact I can't eat a whole island. I would be immortal if I could do that. I would be a Toon Force character if I could do that. I would be probably a Looney Tunes character. As a matter of fact, scratch that. I would probably be sort of similar to Sad AM Sonic, where he has like a little bit of Toon Force. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's just crazy. Shadow, look, don't talk about killing Sega, alright? Don't talk about killing Sega. Alright, I don't want you to kill Sega, but explain like how you feel about this situation. Alright. How do I feel about this situation? Well, for starters, I agree with you, Faker. I agree with you, Blue Hedgehog. The fact that certain scenes didn't need to be changed. I agree with you 100% on that. Thanks. Yeah. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to kill Sega. Alright, that was just me getting mad. I'm not going to kill Sega, for those who are wondering that. I'm not going to kill Sega. Okay, thank you. Clap it up for him, guys. Clap it up for him. He's not going to kill Sega. Yeah. Alright, I'm not going to kill Sega. But look. All I'm saying is that they have to stop tampering with the past. It's okay to make a remaster, but just keep the story the same. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell the people. Yeah. Just don't mess with the past, please. Yeah. Because I don't know, man. It's not gonna bring in people when you tamper with the past. Alright? You got some people that's not gonna care. Alright? Which are the casual people. But the ones that care about the lore and stuff that like you change, they're not gonna want you to tamper with it. That's just how it is. Yeah. I know they're trying to change stuff for the better, but it's I don't know, man. It's kind of, I don't know, dude. I really don't. I feel like it's just crazy. Yeah. It is. Yeah. So look, all I gotta say is, Sega, please stop tampering with the past. From now on, when you do a remaster, don't mess with the story, please. Please don't. Please. I know Sega supposedly talked about they're trying to retcon Amy's past, but like, look at where Amy is now. She's not like that now. In Sonic Frontiers, you basically wrote in there where Amy is like she's more, made it where like I appreciate her more. And plus, Amy isn't obsessed with me as much. Now, she still likes me. Alright? I was just talking to her the other way, to her the other day, and she had said it like, she doesn't know why. Like, she was actually crying when she told me, when I told her about like what was going on with Sega, what they did to her. She cried. I'm not gonna lie, she cried. So, yeah, and she was just saying like, oh, like why won't they just like forget my past? Like, why do they have to tamper with it? And I had said, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's like DEI. I don't know. There's something going on over there in Sega. And some people are going to say, oh, like it's not Ian Flynn's fault because Ian Flynn, like he has to listen to the higher-ups and like he has to write what the higher-ups tell him. But have you guys not noticed that like the IDW comics are canon now? So really, the IDW comics kind of affect of on like what next game they're gonna have. Because if you look it up, the IDW comics are canon now. I don't know if you guys know that, but they're canon now. I mean, I think I mentioned like a reference in Frontiers that has something to do with like the I think it was Tangle. Actually, it was Tangle. It was something about Tangle. And yeah, the IDW comics are canon now. Yeah, they are. Yeah, so anything that happens in there is gonna affect my universe because I mean I go through the stuff that IDW Sonic goes through, which is the same Sonic, which is me. You know, this is not like Archie where like is non-canon. Like no, this IDW is canon for those who don't know because the whole mention like I told you guys not too long ago about Sonic Frontiers. I mentioned Tangle, and Tangle is from the IDW comics. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I really don't know what's going on with Sega, but you guys got to stop tampering with stuff because the more you tamper with the more you tamper with my series, the more it's gonna change stuff and gonna change how people feel about the present of like my series. My present is already good as it is. Why go change the past? Come on, Sega. When we're expecting a remaster, we don't expect you to change the story. We expect you to have better graphics and make it to next gen console, to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and just make it to where like people can enjoy it more with the graphics. That's all we here for. And you can add an extra story in there, like how you did with the Shadow story. That was pretty cool, right? That everybody can agree that was pretty cool. The Shadow story, for what it was pretty cool. You know, the showcase is everything. You could tell that it's fire. It's cool. I don't know why I'm saying fire, but it was cool, right? So yeah. So Shadow, do you have it? Do you have anything to say, Faker, before we, you know, end this? Look, all I gotta say is, Sega, if you tamper with the present again, I'm going to teleport over there, chaos control over there, teleport, and 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 kill. Look, listen, Shadow, come on, come on. All right, look, I gotta calm down. All right, look, listen. Just don't do it again. That's all I have to say. Just don't do it again. Okay, okay, okay. All right. That's all I have to say. Ultimate life form out. Okay. So, yeah. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get more notifications of Broman 2.0's videos. I just came on here as a guest, and yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog signing out.